Oh, it's working. Oh wow, we're live. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Yes. Okay. How do you want it is? Sorry guys. I have not streamed in a long time for those watching this, so I'm just trying to figure this whole shebang out. Looks pretty good though. And the chat's right there. Alright, what's up guys? A1 Groundwalker here. I'm doing a live stream right now on my laptop, on YouTube actually, more so because Instagram is still not letting me live stream until I get 1,000 followers. I'm currently at 966, been at that for a little while now, so trying to bump those numbers up. If you want to see my Instagram, I'll pull it up real quick so you guys can kind of take a look for my YouTube audience. I have not done anything on here in literally years. I think it's been 3, bordering on 4 years. Since it's been since 2022. What's up, Brian? So anyway, I'll pull that up now. Hold on. Allow. Okay. It didn't even let me transition here, but here we go. You guys can see my Instagram here. We're sitting at 966. Trying to bump that up to 1K. That'd be great. Here's some of my artwork, so hopefully we can get that going. How do I transition? Oh, I'm doing so bad at this. Video capture device. How do I switch it? Okay. Oh, that. There we go. Okay, I think you guys can see the right thing now. Brian, let me know if my Instagram popped up or not, because I honestly don't really understand how this works. Yeah, it did. Okay, cool. Anyway, still trying to figure it out, but the whole point of it all, I think I can actually close this right now, and I will still be live streaming. So, is an unboxing of seismic magnitude. I have lots of figures to go through here from just me doubling back on some stuff, and you weren't showing the whole page when you showed your IG. Okay. Let's try one more time here. Let's see if this works. Alright, hopefully, Brian, this works. My computer's kind of glitching because I haven't ran this software on it before, but here is my Instagram. Just to kind of hopefully connect to my YouTube audience. I don't think a lot of you, I think a decent amount of you are probably from here, but not all of you, so that's all. But going back to OBS here. Okay, great. I can keep the chat up there. That's cool. Cool. Okay. So, let's get to the unboxing. Enough with this stuff. Does that work? Sorry, my computer's just figuring everything out here. It's still being cut off, whatever. I'll figure it out another time. I gotta get used to this software because I haven't done a YouTube stream in God knows how long. Okay, couple of questions and answers here. I'm back. I'm doing toy photography. I'm doing prop work. I'm doing a lot of stuff. Hopefully I'll be bringing some of that content to YouTube, but for now I've just been keeping it on Instagram because it's all I can handle at the moment. But I hopefully will be bringing some of that back to YouTube, shooting figures episodes, stuff like that. I have shot some stuff for that. And yeah, so I'm back in the game, and I don't think I'll be doing any figure reviews, but I'll probably be doing some prop pack videos, diorama tutorial videos, and shooting figures videos for sure. So that's about it for right now. On to the unboxing. So there's a lot of figures to get through. I don't even know if I'm gonna get through them all tonight. But I'm going to try to do what I can. And so I'm going to start with just the only loose figure that I have, which is this Marvel Legends VHS Cyclops. Super stoked to have this guy. I didn't even realize that since I'd been gone, the Warlock Wave Cyclops and the Love Triangle 3-pack Cyclops were so out of date because of their old bodies, the Bucky Cat bodies, that Cyclops had been made well on this new body. I don't even remember which buck this is, Brian. You probably do know. And I was shocked. And, I have been always a big fan of the X-Men, and that's been one of my favorite teams to collect. And so I knew that I love, my favorite look for them is like the animated series and the 90s Jim Lee look. It's like that classic, like blue X-Men blue and gold look. And I still love a lot of their other outfits as well. Astonishing is one of my favorites, as well as some uncanny X-Men characters as well. But point being, this is my favorite look for Cyclops that he has. And so when I got back and I realized that there were Cyclops made on a new body that moved great, and like their straps were actually sculpted and weren't like, flinging around when you pose them. The same thing with the chest, right? I was like, I need to have them. So I did a lot of research into, it's a slightly reworked Vulcan body. Okay, interesting. I did a lot of research into the Cyclopses that have been made, and it was either 97 or this. And from my opinion, I really don't like the Cyclops heads for the X-Men 97 figures. I think they look really like weird and kind of gummy and plasticky and just like not good. But this head sculpt looks incredible. I don't mind the cell shading, ideally, because I also know that this guy didn't come with any alternate heads, like the Cyclops 97 one has a screaming head. Ideally, I'd get the 97 one too, and then I would just kit bash parts to get my perfect Cyclops. But for now, this guy's going to do amazing. I mean, that is the sculpt I absolutely want for my Cyclops. It's near perfect, and this guy moves incredibly well. I've posed him a lot. I got one off of eBay that had some problems, I'd realized, so I got a different one after I returned it. But yeah, I mean, he moves fantastic. He looks fantastic, and a really good addition to my collection. I've been trying to kind of rework my X-Men team, because I realized that a lot of the ones that I had are outdated. And so, yeah, super happy about that. So I'm going to set him over here. I'm going to have to do some reworking in my collection after all this. Okay, what next? Let's get into more legends. I'm going to save some of the other ones for later on. I'm going to do this. Because there's some of these that I'm considering returning just because I don't need them and could maybe use the money or selling them after I got them. I'm kind of having buyer's remorse, but most of them I'm not. It just depends. So we're going to open up. Oh my god, so reworked. Danny and Luke. This was a 2-pack that when I saw that this came out while I was gone, when I came back kind of to the game and the hobby, I was like, this is something I absolutely need. I've always been a big fan of the street level Marvel heroes. And I really liked my Defenders Amazon pack that I had from way back in the day. Mini comic Daredevil. I have that pre-ordered and I'm waiting on that. And I'm waiting on, what's the other one I'm waiting on? Oh, the Nick Fury Punisher 2-pack. I think those are the two that I have pre-ordered. I might have more that I'm forgetting, but I think it's just those two. But anyway, I was a big fan of that Amazon 2-pack. And I actually used it a lot in my displays and my photos and really liked it in my collection, just having that area. And I always wanted a classic Danny. Like, I feel like, honestly, a classic Danny was more important to me than Luke, because I thought the Luke was, like, halfway decent, but, like, the Danny was just, like, shirtless, and, like, there was no good, like, classic outfit for him. The closest was that, like, Hobgoblin? No, Dormammu wave. I think it was Dormammu wave. Iron Fist that came out way back in the day, and I really didn't love that figure. I didn't love the colors, didn't love the look. And so when I saw this, I was like, this is an immediate cop. This is something that has to be done. So, sorry, I'm unboxing all the accessories before I take a look at them. Yeah, this Luke looks great. And just to be clear, I'm also really excited for the Luke, because that Luke was like on a way outdated body, and this look for Luke is my favorite. I know a lot of people substituted like the Netflix Luke, because I think he had better like proportions and better range when he came out, and so I'm really excited to break into this 2-pack. And I've heard only good things too. A lot of the things that I doubled back on that I missed while I was gone are things that not only did I want just from the look of them, but I did research, watch reviews, heard from lots of friends who were like, this is a really solid pack, or like, oh, this is like my favorite thing I picked up last year, whatever. And this was one of those things that had lots of like buzz, and people were talking about it and loved it and said it was one of the, the best 2-packs Marvel Legends has done in a bit, just really well done overall. And to me, who already loves these characters and wants good versions of these characters, sorry for all the noise, this was a no-brainer. Also, if you haven't noticed, Dodgers in 7, baby. I will be going to the Dodgers parade tomorrow since I live here in Los Angeles, so I'm really excited about that. All right, put this away. So I'm about to eat this first box down. And just a quick tangent, in terms of my content on YouTube, I think part of me has also been waiting to like resume it and work on it because I don't feel like my art style has like been at where it was at when I left the hobby. Not to say that there still wouldn't be some benefit to me making videos for people, especially people who, you know, like it just, as I learn to kind of get back to where I was, it might be helpful, but I just haven't felt super confident in doing that yet. But I'm feeling much more in that groove now, especially after October. Which I'll talk about in a little bit too. But this Danny looks great. I mean, articulation is amazing. Holy cow. I mean, it looks like he's got everything you'd want. Yeah, wow. Wow. So solid. And I love the colors. I love the sculpt. Oh, wow, he's got toe joints? Oh my god. This guy's so solid. Great head sculpts. Tons of hands too. So, I mean, that looks great. Like, so many hands effects. Let's look at Luke. Great articulation, Luke. Much better proportions. Wow, his hands can really sit down here. He's got the cage. Is that on the other hands, too? He only comes with 2 hands. So, what is it? 2 fists. And then a gripping hand and an open arm. Okay, that's so terrible. Dude, I definitely need some, like, civilian clothes for Luke. I do love how he comes with an extra head sculpt. That's awesome. Yelling head sculpt. Damn, dude, this guy is clean. This is... Dude, I don't know which of these is going to be my favorite. This blows the old Luke out of the water. This is unreal. How does he stand with these boots? Stands great with the boots. Wow. I mean, I'll see if I can get a good view for you guys. So weird. It's, like, backwards. Wow. Thank you, Brian. I'm very glad to be back. And I'm obviously not back in the same capacity as I was. I don't think I will be for some time until I really settle somewhere where I can, like, be back in that capacity because I'm literally operating out of, like, a tiny-ass bedroom down here in LA with, like, a very downsized collection and room to store things anyway, even, like, you know, this. Like, I'm running out of room for these figures. Luckily, I'm, like, getting to a point where I feel like I'm going to have, which I always say that, and it's just never true, most of the figures I want to shoot and dios and stuff like that to, like, at the point I can have it, but I'm going to keep collecting. Like, it's what I love to do. And so I eventually, I'm going to need to figure out spacing wise what I'm going to do. But for what I have right now, it works. As you can see, this is how I'm collecting now, which is a big difference for you guys on YouTube. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, how I used to collect, I'm doing these storage bins from Michaels. They're normally $40 retail, but you can literally almost always find them for like $19 on sale online or in the store. So they hold 16 of these cases, which are pretty perfect for 6-inch figures, and you can just stack them on top of each other. So I currently have 4 of them filled, and I just bought 2 more like a week ago to make 6. So that's what, 16 times 6, 84. I think it's 84 figures I can store. And then for some oversized figures, I have bins under my bed for all my dios and props and such that I keep those in. Okay, another pack down. I'm gonna open up the next for sure pack that I'm definitely opening. This is one that was honestly kind of a pain in the you-know-what to get. When I showed Alex, for those of you who probably almost all of you know, he's a fellow Shutterbug, he was like, please tell me you didn't pay like outrageous money for this. And then first off, why I wanted this. Okay, that's good. Just hearing people yap outside my window. First off, the reason that I wanted this, this is a perfect comic style Punisher, and like from what I've heard from everyone, it's like an amazing pack with so many great accessories, and just sculpting, everything is amazing. And I was looking for this for a while, and I couldn't really find it for a good price. So I was kind of giving up hope on it, you know. And then the Nick Fury 2-pack was announced, the Game Reverse Nick Fury 2-pack. I was like, okay, great, I can just get it there. Like, it's basically a Punisher. Sorry, I'm just gonna hold down here so it's not as loud. It's a Punisher that is very similar in accessories and proportions and everything to this pack. But it's more comic, like it's got like lighter colors, very different like look, and I was like, it's okay because I have my Mezco Punisher for like this kind of look that I want, like the all black, and I can do the blue, you know, with my like really like comic based characters like Wolverine, whatever. And point being, I just like eventually was like, no, I still want this figure. I want a Legends Punisher that can go well with my Legends characters like Spider-Man, and like not just like the blue one. So I pulled the trigger. Brian asks, how did you find these 2-packs for a good price? Great question. For those of you who don't know, obviously there's many toy groups on Facebook with buy and sell. And there's this one guy, his name's Glenn Brown, who I think he low-key is a scalper, but you know, whatever. Who basically has like a post of like basically every legend to come out in the last couple years, like on it. And a lot of them are just ludicrously priced. So I just sent him like a list of all the ones that I wanted that he had for sale. Obviously very much went back and forth, and like I changed a lot of like the ones that I wanted. Like I was like, no, I don't need that, you know. I thought about it, and I came up with a pretty solid list. It was going to be pretty expensive, and I just kept kind of haggling and like with him about price, going back and forth. And I basically was able to get it down just because I kept going back and forth, and I don't think he had a lot of people taking him up on it because his posted prices were very different from what I paid. I used that as a starting point and worked my way down. Anyway, and so, you know, I got basically every single thing for retail or slightly below except for this pack. I didn't pay outrageous for this pack, but it was a decent amount. I'll say lower than 100, but decent amount. But again, you know, worth it to me, and that kind of made up for like it was more like if I paid a little bit extra for everything versus just like retail or less for everything. And so it was definitely kind of a big thing, but I'm happy I did it. You know, this is a pack that I've wanted for a while. Sorry, it's gonna be loud. I think they've made this louder. I feel bad for my roommates. I might not be able to do this much longer because it's 9:50 p.m. here, and I think all my roommates are asleep, and I'm like tearing into these super loudly right now. So maybe I'll have to save this for tomorrow, the rest of this, but we'll see. But anyway, that is the kind of story about how I got these boys. Let's take a look at Punisher. I can't tell if that looks probably like paint scratching. It is. He's got some decent paint scratching, which sucks, but showing this chest here. I don't know if you can see it. It's like up top. You probably can't. I don't think. Oh, you can. It's like 3 black dots up here above the skull. But whatever. I mean, I can make those with white paint if I really want to. I don't really care that much. And he's definitely a really solid figure for sure. I can just tell he's got great articulation, very solid sculpt. He's super accurate to a comic book look, which is great. Multiple head sculpts. He's got holsters. I mean, yeah, he's super solid. Great articulation. How's Bushwhacker? Let's look. Interesting. Explosion effect. It's not a bad. Oh yeah, it is because of the rat tail. I was gonna say not bad Eddie Brock sculpt if you really wanted it to be, but interesting. They're like, I mean, they didn't have to, but there's no other accessories besides one hand for Bushwhacker. But, I mean, if you're going to give me a 2-pack of the two, and you're just going to basically give me all Punisher accessories, I'm not going to be mad, because that is the character that I want way more. So, great work, Hasbro. Killer release. I'm going to put you in here with all your little accessories. This is, again, how I store them right now. It's working very well for me. Shall keep doing it like this. Deciding if I put this in here, no. I'll put that in the explosions accessories bin. Another solid one added to the ranks. Bushwhacker, yeah. Do I put him on? I'm just like never gonna use him that much. I don't think he needs to. No. No, I'll give him a case. Why not? I'll hold off. I'll hold off right now because I'm trying to like utilize my storage well, and I can just throw figures I'm really never gonna shoot in like the bigger bin, and then like have these all on deck. So, what is next? I'm going to open my first Gamerverse 2-pack. It's almost 10 p.m. so who knows how long I'll be able to do this. I'll probably do a part 2 another day. Really trying to bump up my Instagram follower count. That would be great. I know I need to do Punisher and Daredevil shots, Brian. I am very intrigued to do it. I just need to do shots in general, but I've honestly felt very busy. I've been very busy. I recently quit my job a couple weeks ago, just because a lot of reasons, and so I have not had the kind of like I've had the time, but I've been trying to devote that time to applying for new jobs and doing job interviews. So I will definitely get back to shooting, and will utilize this time to kind of shoot when I can. I also have felt like just kind of like I did a lot of October, which was like, you know, from someone who was shooting basically like very touch and go and not at all for the past couple of years, it was like a lot to do at once. Not saying I got burnt out at all, but it was just a lot. And so I kind of need to take a break, and just kind of relax, enjoy myself, you know, kind of get to doing some projects also that I had been putting off for a bit, both ACBA related and others. So that was kind of the main goal there. I'm not really super interested in the Silver Samurai because I have one back home, and I mean, I've heard this one is better articulation, but not enough to like make me want it. I might end up selling it because this is really what I wanted the pack for. I was dying to have this Wolverine. I have heard the best things from everyone about this guy. I know that he's a little bit large for pretty much like what everyone says, but I don't care. Like, I'm almost never gonna have him full size, especially because he comes with this head sculpt, and if I do, I can get a different Wolverine. I have old Tiger Stripes and stuff. It's more about like his like bulky size and body, and I mean that thing just it's hard to get to look at the camera. It looks incredible, like so good. Again, from what I've heard from everyone is he's their favorite Wolverine that's come out, and from the looks of him, I really like him too. So, will you shoot over the holidays when you're back in Nevada? I won't, because my whole setup is done there. Like, I wish I could, but I've basically moved all of my things here in terms of like my lighting, my props. It's all here. And even if it wasn't, where I used to shoot, my old studio has kind of become a it's like a storage room now. It's like really like I couldn't even set it up if I wanted to. All my stuff's in like storage and bins and stuff. There's a chance in the somewhat near future, like in the next year, that I do move home, because I'm maybe going to law school. Most likely am. And with that comes going to law school comes I'd move home to save money on rent, because law school is expensive. And if I did move home, I would totally bring my whole collection. I would start shooting like the way that I used to shoot, with my whole collection and like a very big area with like everything at my disposal. So there's a chance I'm back to that, but no, if I go home, I would not shoot. I don't even think I'd really do work on anything creative, sadly, because my 3D printer's here, everything's here. So it's only shooting when I'm here, which is a bummer. It really is. I'm gonna save this box because I might sell Silver Samurai. Next up, I'm trying to be quiet here. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I gotta put Wolverine away. All right, Wolverine goes away. I'm gonna take off his head sculpt because those big ears are a little bit scary for this plastic packaging. I won't mess them up. Look at that baby. Okay, next we're doing is the Game Reverse Captain American Venom 2-pack. I had the Psylocke and Thanos 2-pack. At the time, it was one of my like bigger purchases when I first was kind of getting back into the game, like when I just gotten like my Mafex Daredevil, and I kind of did it just like on a whim because I was like, oh my god, this like everyone wants this right now. I found it at Target. I'm gonna get it, and I'm sure I'm gonna use it and like it for Psylocke. And then I had it for a bit, and I was like, I have Thanos back home. Like I don't have any other X-Men issues Psylocke with. It's like probably not worth it, so I sold it, and now I'm regretting it. Luckily, don't kill me, everyone. I did stash one at my local Target that's right next to my house, and I've been checking on it periodically to make sure it's still there, because I didn't know if I'd like regret that decision, and I did, and I do want that Psylocke because now I'm like rebuilding my X-Men team, and she absolutely destroys the old one. So I will be doubling back to get that thing. So we will definitely be picking that up in the near future. And then for the most part, I feel like I'm caught up. Like, there hasn't been any other Legends, I don't think, announced. I'm, like, dying to have. God, this shield is just outrageously small. That's just insane. I mean, there's always kind of stuff, you know, that I'm considering. It's so loud. Or want. Let's go with this cap. But I'm trying to be, which this haul is very much not, but I'm trying to be very, like, only buy things that I really need, which I did not need this cap. I have a cap. It's great. But when I heard that this cap had these joints, I mean, come on. Like, that range is just nuts. Like, no other cap has had that. Besides the Mafex cap, obviously, and, you know, I don't have that cap, and I don't plan on getting him, because although this pack is probably about what the Mafex cost, I just, you know, this was more my speed. Oh, he looks so good. And this cap has a yelling head, which my cap didn't. And so, yeah, if I had the Mafex cap, I probably would get this guy. At all. I'd feel basically no need. But, you know, after seeing him, and honestly, I don't have a Venom either, and I think, like, I could definitely have some fun with this Venom. This is someone I intend on keeping for right now. I was like, I might as well get it, you know what I mean? And I found it for retail. Like, all of these Gamerverse packs I got for, I think, even maybe below retail. Just off Amazon. They've had some killer sales on Legends over the past couple months. I just was watching closely when these came back stock. The only 2 packs I got from that Glen guy, we'll get into this more later, were the 2 that we've reviewed so far. A couple other ones later, but all for retail besides Punisher, or below. Okay. Put this right real quick out of the way. But yeah, this will be the new cap for sure that I use. I may sell my old cap, who knows. I don't really see a point in having now. But again, if you guys don't know, I've explained it on YouTube before, but I am a collector first, photographer second. That's how I got into the game, is collecting. And so I will always like that's why I buy so many figures, and like I'm obsessed with it. It's not like the same as like with Alex. He's like a photographer first, collector second. At least that's how I describe Alex. And so for him, and I think Finn's collector first, photographer second, even though he does a lot of photography. It's like the need of like completing teams, completing collections, like displaying them on a shelf. Like, that's what I collect for, and then I love doing photography with them. Same thing with Finn. Or like Alex is like okay with throwing them in storage somewhere ever. Like, he only brings them out to pose and to like articulate and take photos of, and that's great. I mean, I love doing the photography. It's like basically kind of the reason I'm back in the game. Like, I wouldn't get back in it just to collect. But I come from, you know, being the photographer first, and with that comes things like I want to complete teams. Like, I want to get the latest Captain America. I want to, like, you know what I mean? I'll get a million Spider-Man because it's just like I love the game of collecting. This Venom looks amazing. From what I heard, this is a reuse of a like retro card release or like animated series Spider-Man release, but I mean, I think he looks great. And I really was iffy on the blue, but seeing it in person, I honestly really dig it. I think he looks so good. Swap the hands real quick. I mean, I'm kind of more like enthralled by him than Cap right now. Yes, that Psylocke mold better get reuse. And what makes me excited about the Gamerverse Bucks is because, you know, and it is kind of a waste. Like, something with Legends I've obviously understand, and so should everyone at this point, is like just because they release something like exclusively in a 2-pack does not mean in any way it won't come to like single release at some point. Like, Legends is kind of like shit, like they just do that. Like, literally pretty much everything that gets, like, that's why I haven't doubled back to get that Legends like Daredevil and Electro Rebels after pack to get a Legends Daredevils, because I know that he'll be reused. I know he'll be reissued as a single card, retro card, whatever release. So like, there's really no point in like stressing. That being said, again, I get like the peer pressure and like the excitement of a new release coming out, and so of course I'm gonna like buy something like that, you know, just to say I have it. Damn, the plastic isn't great on this. There's lots of places where it's like kind of gummy, which isn't the best, but I'm still happy to say I have a Venom. And he looks just wicked. Super, super cool. Kicks every Venom that I've ever owned. You know what? So, super stoked to have him in the collection. Oh, his legs feel a little bit weird here. Very weird here. Whoa. Weird. Really weird. Interesting. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Lost a hand. There we go. It's alright. He's fine. Just a little odd. Yeah, this left leg is giving me some trouble. But, yeah, he looks great. Okay, and then, yeah, Cap looks fantastic. No notes, besides the fact the shield is extremely small, which is just ridiculous. They need to fix that now. But, he looks fantastic. He's definitely probably my favorite of the pack, but it's close. Alright, let's get them put away. The reason I have all of my bins behind me, which I'll show you probably after, is because I'm going to have to do some rearranging, because we have obviously some new additions to the collection here. They need to be sorted in the proper places, because I try to group them by, like, who they are. So, like, I have a bin for, like, my Marvel Street Heroes. I have a bin, like, kind of goons and stuff, like the same way I sorted them on my shelves. I have a bin for my, like, Spider-Man kind of people, and for X-Men, and for Star Wars, and so it's probably going to be sorted to that same caliber. Can Venom fit in here, or is he too large? Oh, he might be too big. That's too big. I think that's too big. He's got to go in an oversized bin. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Yeah, maybe not. I don't want to, like, the thing about this is I love doing it, but I don't want to, like, get to the point where, like, the figure's, like, going to be deformed when I pull it out, because these figures sit like this for a while, so I think I'm going to put it in the oversized. Yeah, I'd rather do that than this one. But this effect could go in the effect bin. Okay, what next? Holding off unboxing. So I have these two packs to unbox. It's Iron Man Mandalorian pack, and the Mandarin, and the Hulk pack, or the Hulk Maximum Hulk. The Hulk, my main thing of why I don't want to unbox this is I'm thinking of returning and reselling it. I bought this on Amazon because it was on sale for like $40, maybe a little bit more than $40. But after I opened it briefly, I opened both of these briefly to shoot an October shot, and I was not impressed. In fact, I really did not like the Hulk at all. I thought his articulation pretty much sucked, not worth the price, didn't have a lot of great accessories, and I really didn't like the head sculpts. And then for this, I am going to open this. I really did like this Iron Man figure. Great articulation. I just don't know if I'm keeping the Mandarin. Just keep wanting to say Mandalorian. I may keep the Mandarin. I almost did it again. I gotta figure that out. I may keep the Mandarin, but I have no like strong desire that I have to, if that makes sense. So I did already pose this actually and open them up. I put them right back in packaging because it was for a quick October shot, like extremely quick, and so I didn't get a chance to like utilize him and have fun with him as much. It was like a very quick posing session too. He feels just like a lot of other Iron Man, however. But he's good. He's solid. He's definitely solid and fun, and great articulation scheme. And I really like this look for him. This armor look. I think I was asking Brian about pairing him with the Ultimate Cap, and he was like, I would be pissed if he did that. It's getting really choppy. It's not good. Not receiving enough video. Okay, is this better? No audio. What the heck is going on right now? What the heck is going on right now? Let me know, Brian, if it's fixed. It's not receiving enough video. What are you doing? Okay. I'm watching the stream. Let me know if it's getting better. I can hear you now. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it's fine. Oh, there we go. Anyway, we're just opening the Iron Man. Yeah, super solid. Really like this figure. Definitely will have it in the old collection. The Mandarin. Yeah, I'm gonna keep him. Why not? He's a suited body anyway. Just debating it, but I think, I don't know. I'm just trying to collect what I need and like what I don't need, just get rid of. And I don't think there's a point in really getting rid of this figure necessarily. I always can, I don't have to keep it, but for now I think I'm gonna keep it. But I could have this smart. Yeah, my roommate's gonna kill me, I feel like. I think I'm being so loud. Super solid Iron Man. And I think he'll be like my new default Iron Man that I shoot a lot because he seems really solid. Put this away. Let me see this Mandarin. Oh my god, I can't do it. Head sculpt's great. Suited body's good. Yeah, solid. No notes. I think he looks good. I know a lot of people don't like that he's in the suited look because that's not his like classic Mandarin. Oh, I keep doing this Mandarin look. And he's got his old head obviously here. The true Mandarin head, but yeah. I think it's good. I've seen a lot of people do a lot of part swapping with him too. Is it the... What figure is it? There's a couple figures that people use, but it's mainly the... Why am I forgetting his name from Doctor Strange? Everyone knows who I'm talking about. I just can't, for the life of me, I'm having a brain fart. I can't think of the character's name. But you know who I'm talking about. Anyway, people use that body because it's like super cheap and like peg warmed like crazy. People use that body for a classic Mandarin. I think that's smart and something that I would be possibly interested in doing if I like was able to find that body for like just stupidly cheap. Okay. Yeah. Put a Mandarin in my like Avengers villain section. Why not? Let's put him in here with his accessories. Alright, on to the next. Check my phone here. Michael Wisman liked my Instagram story. How exciting. Mordo, thank you. Jesus Christ, that was really embarrassing. Okay. I'm going to wait on Maximum Hulk, honestly. I don't really need Maximum Hulk. And so I think I'm going to end up selling him. And then when I go home next for like Thanksgiving, I'll bring back my old like 80th anniversary Hulk. And I'll just use that because I honestly really like that Hulk figure. And there's no point in having the Maximum Hulk. I don't think it's that great of a figure. And plus, another, I think, big point for me was I see these third-party lines doing crazy work, like good work on Hulks right now. Like, great articulation, cloth goods, great bodies. They're using, like, Mythic Legion bodies for bases and, like, just like, all sorts of stuff. And I think I'll just, like, Akira Joe, I know, uses those. And so I think I will probably end up, like, copying one of those instead. All right, this is the... I don't even know what they're called, the Outriders, right? Yeah, the Outriders. These are the Marvel Legends Infinity War Army Builder, like, Outrider figures. You're probably wondering why the... Nope, let's go gone. So, the heck I got these figures. Let me break up the other ones. I got these figures because I wanted them. No, I got them because they were on sale. I forgot how much for off the top of my head, but I got them because they were on sale, and from everything that I've seen, these make terrific army builders for basically whatever you want. They can go against Power Rangers, they can go against just regular like Marvel heroes, DC heroes, they can go against you know, you name it, mystical people, the Fantastic Four, the X-Men is maybe a little bit of a stretch, but like point being is like they're aliens, they're like, they got teeth, they have 4 arms, they're just like apparently just like a great figure to pose and like fight other figures, if that makes sense. They have really interesting sculpting on them. This is my first time opening them, obviously, and I'm just like really kind of like, what the heck are these guys? Oh, let's go down. Really, I mean, these things are humongous. First of all, huge. Like, and I got 4 different arms. This is so interesting. How's the ab crunch isn't terrible. I mean, they're just like absolutely huge. These things, when they stand, are like, I'll show you them next to Bushwhacker. I mean, you guys probably have them or have seen them in the community, so it's probably not that much of a shock. They also kind of stand like bow-legged. Oh, they're just so interesting. So here's Bushwhacker, and here's this humongous thing. I didn't think it'd be this tall. And have this like whole separate body system, but I guess it makes sense for having like the 4 arms. But yeah, these things are crazy, but they're great to go against like Superman or the Avengers, or even like the Defenders, Shield, like you name it, you know, Blade. I saw a lot of people use these in their Blade setups for Blade Month. You know, just like literally whatever. And so I copped them because they're cheap, and I think these are a good, like, when I don't, you know, you can't just have like the Avengers like stopping like a back alley robbery, you know, and that's what most of my villains are. I have some AIM agents, you know, and Hydra, or maybe just Hydra down here right now, but and those work great, but like, you know, you don't want them fighting Hydra every single time. Like, there's got to be some like bigger, battered threat out there, and I think these kind of aliens do a good job of doing that. So, oh, arm just fell out. Doesn't look too bad though. Looks like an easy fix. There we go. Is this? What the heck? So interesting. Okay, well, here they are. Easy. Come with, looks like, 1 head sculpt between the 2 of them. So we put it over here in the oversized area, but at least those are done. Let's put these in here. Next. I haven't gotten a noise complaint yet from my roommate, so I think I'm gonna keep pushing, because why not? I'm doing nothing else. And I'm getting to the last thing I open, or second to last thing I open, is going to be probably the best thing I open. So if you're here, stay tuned. I already opened him, and I do need to open the others, but I did open my first G.I. Joe police officer. Let me open. I'm not going to open the others on stream. I can do that off stream, but I will show you him. If I can open my drawer here. I actually got to put some of these figures actually back in their places anyway, because I have a night crawler in here that I was just posing around that I got to put away. So I'm going to put that over here. I'm going to put him actually in this thing. Even though I think he has his own thing somewhere else, but whatever. He's got to go. God, you're such a pain. Yeah. Where is the cup? There is the cup. Okay. Are all these accessories just completely loose in here? Oh, that's so bad. I can't believe I did that to myself. Okay. I know a lot of them can store on him, so I think I did that for most of them, but there's definitely some that can't. I gotta double check here. Yeah, see, like that. I'm gonna look. The spark is still in here? Okay. So let me double check here. Alright, Sorry, guys. It's awkward. Alright, so, just double check. I don't see the cup of coffee, so we got one thing missing already. That's great. Okay, so cup of coffee. I don't see his taser. I see his pistol. So that's good, but we're missing the taser. We got that. 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 Got that. Got that. That's already in there. Okay, so it's literally just the taser and the coffee. So give me a second. I just gotta make sure I find these accessories, ladies and gentlemen. Men. Ow. Okay, we got one. Got the coffee. Missing the taser, ladies. With gentle hands. Got the taser, I'll find it. Whatever. If not, I have extras. Okay. Sorry. Oh, that was crazy. Okay. Oh no, I think I do have the taser here. I'm dumb. I do. We're good. Okay. So here is the police officer. I opened him right when I got him because I was just too eager. Looks crazy good. The only complaint I have is there's no way to undo like the vest, the bulletproof vest or whatever like vest that he's wearing. Like there's no like, normally on the old Hydra soldiers there was like a button system, like a, you know, you could like just like pop it off here and slip it off him. And I've yet to find that. So you could just have him like in more plain clothes. But other than that, he's literally perfect. The neck and head swapping system works fantastic. I'll just showcase that right now. His accessories are packed to the brim. I mean, literally comes with everything that you would need out of a police officer. I mean, riot gear, different sorts of guns, and non-lethal and lethal weapons, like just literally everything you would need for displays. Great kit bashing opportunities. Got the handcuffs here. I mean, it's perfect. This figure is literally how you do a Marvel Legends correctly, is how they did it. And so, no notes. Incredible job. I have 3 of them. I've opened 1. I will continue to open more. But for now, I'm just going to, because there's just no point, you're not going to get any reactions out of me, and it won't be, I don't think, like a great stream. I just spend, 15 minutes opening all of these guys. So I'm just going to quickly put this guy in his case that I'm going to keep him in. Man, I'm literally going to have to waste them in terms of, like, their storage or figure something else out, but put one there for now. I'll figure out the others later. So I'm going to move on to finishing off the Legends real quick. I just wanted to showcase that. Next 2-pack we got is Arnim Zola and Baron Zemo. Pretty out of nowhere 2-pack for me to get, you must be wondering, and why. Well, a couple things. One, AIM, Hydra, big fan, right? Pause. Really like just like shooting and having that collection built out. That's like basically the antithesis of S.H.I.E.L.D., the antithesis of the Avengers, right? They're like the evil in the world of Marvel, the big evil organization, I guess you could say. And so the more characters I have to build that out, I love. I love Red Skull. I love like having all of them. And so I had gotten the, who else was in that pack? Maybe it was Scientists. No. I don't remember who came in the first 2-pack with Arnim Zola. Off the top of my head, I literally can't think of it for some reason. Who came in that 2-pack? I'll figure it out. Point being, I bought that 2-pack when it came out because it was like the first Arnim Zola release since like the OG like Hasbro one. It was like a long time ago, or maybe not that long ago. I forget when that one came out. I think it was like old OG. But anyway, point being is, I had that old, or I'd gotten that Zola, and the thing about that Zola, as much as I loved it, is that wasn't the look for Zola that I loved. That like gold armor, look. I really like the orange look. It's the classic. It's what I'm used to. And so I never was fully satisfied with it, but I got it because I wanted a Zola. And then I never, ever got a Baron Zemo. And I always wanted a Baron Zemo. But Zemo, I didn't like his look from that. I think it was the Shield Mandroid Wave, I want to say. I think that's what it was. That Baron Zemo was like okay from what I'd heard. Like you weren't really missing much, and they hadn't really made another Zemo since then. And then I know they made a solo carded release, but it's not this like classic like look with like the head sculpt that like goes down like this. It's like the rounded head sculpt, not the mask looking like this. And this is the look that I prefer. And so when I saw this 2-pack came out, and it was both the classic Arnim Zola I like. Whoa, what just fell? What was that? And it was Baron Zemo. It was a set that I had to cop. And Brian, just like you said, I totally agree. I think it's an essential for cap shots. To me, it's an essential for like just my collection for Hydra and I mean really just Hydra, but you know I loop in AIM sometimes there because their paths do cross. So they're kind of sister organizations that work together when the need arises. So you know I kind of loop them in together as one sometimes for that reason, not as one, but you know what I mean. The characters kind of can cross over as, sometimes, you know. Damn, this looks great. I know I saw someone was doing something where they like, maybe it was Brandon, making like interchangeable faceplates for Arnim Zola, so that'd be interesting. But I think this guy looks fantastic from what I'm looking at here. I mean, well done. And Zemo doesn't look like he has like tons of articulation, but from what I'm seeing, I see his double joints. Okay, good. Looks pretty good. He's got his classic sword, obviously. How's that go in his hand? Good. Layden, what if I told you this Zemo and the more is it just because off? Look at that. Looks so weird. Let me hear it, Brian. Lay some wisdom on me. Or can I just not shoot this? You think I can't shoot this Zemo probably with like some more classic caps? There's definitely got to be a reason. Oh, what's up, Wisman? How's it going? I do love this head sculpt, though. This is a really dope sculpt for Zemo. Oh. Forgot about that. Okay. Yeah. Dude looks great. Blaster, Zemo looks great. I don't know if he's going to fit, though, in the container, so we might have to figure something else out for the guy. He might be an oversized boy. Actually, he kind of fits. I gotta take off the head, though. See if he fits now. He does fit now. Wow. Alright, stand corrected. Check that out. Still waiting on your knowledge dump, Brian. I might debate putting them, or like, not debate, I might regret putting these two in here. Because again, I'm trying to save storage, but we'll see. Alright. Bang. Alright, last Legends pack I'm going to open. We're actually near the end of the unboxing. We have, he's the father of the single-carded Zemo, who is used in stories after Cap wakes up from the ice. There we go. That is the reason. Damn. Well, hook, line, and sinker, you got me. I probably will need that other Zemo, but for now, I'm not going to worry about it. Again, in the capacity I'm coming back right now, it's not something that's necessary. This next pack, I am unbelievably excited for. I think this was something that I was almost most eagerly anticipating. The Shield 3-pack. I have heard nothing but the best things about this 3-pack. This is something that if it came out, I would have automatically pre-ordered. I love Shield agents. I love collecting and army building them. I have wanted a Nick Fury for a classic good Nick Fury for God knows how long. It was always on my list. Dum Dum Dugan was always on my list, and just someone that was never being made. And the fact that you both get Nick Fury Jr. and classic Nick Fury in this pack, as well as Dum Dum Dugan, as well as a new Sharon Carter was like, I mean, it's literally like too much for my brain to even comprehend. It's just like ridiculous that we got this much, this many figures in one pack with all of these accessories too, from what I've seen, and obviously what I'm opening right now. So many different sets of hands, so many different guns, effects, head sculpts, you name it. This pack has it. Like this literally is one of the most goated 3-packs ready to release. Well, I don't know what it retailed for, Brian, but right now I'm pretty sure it's on Amazon for 70 something bucks. It might be 80. So if anyone like wants to get it close to retail, I'd suggest going to Amazon right now. I think they have it about as close as you're gonna find it, unless it's re-released. And who knows? Because I mean, I think Legend's pretty good, but they don't do a lot of re-releases. I'll check right now. I've been monitoring Legends like pretty actively lately, just like looking for deals, although I don't really have money to spend anymore, so I haven't really been doing it as much as I was when I got all this stuff. But I think 79, don't quote me, Brian, I checked earlier today just out of curiosity, funnily enough. Yeah, I have lots of different ones on here. 76, 77, Brian. Let's see if that's with Prime shipping. It is. Don't believe me? Check it out. Giving you the plug. So if you need it, it's about as good of a price as you're going to be able to get it unless it was re-released. I'm checking to see if any of these other Legends are cheaper. Yeah, there's some of these I'm still very interested in as well that are dipping to below retail that I'm considering. Sorry. I threw the list here. So many good ones. Okay. Back to it. Opening this pack up. Alright, so many different effects and such. Wisman, how's it going, man? I don't know if you're a big commenter, but I miss talking to you, man. Let's see if I can get this out. Sorry, I'm getting some effects out here. It's gonna get kind of loud when I probably pull these suckers out of their packaging. So apologies. I will just try to get done quickly. Can I mute, actually? That'd be goated for you guys so I can mute myself while I do this. Here. Okay, can you guys hear me? Should be good now. Alright, I muted myself, so hopefully you guys did not hear me open that because I've realized how probably annoying that is for you guys. So now I'm just finishing off unboxing the little accessories here, and then I will take a look at each figure, obviously, and their accessories and how they move and all that good stuff. Let me just wrap this up real quick. Dang, so many different accessories. This is crazy. I mean, this pack is just chocked full. Even if you didn't want, like, you weren't, like, dying to have, like, a Dum Dum Dugan or even a Sharon Carter. Almost everyone needs a Nick Fury in their collection. He is an integral part of the Marvel universe. In all timelines and all stories, he's pretty important. And then, let alone you getting all of these accessories for whatever army builders you collect or whatever figures you collect. You get guns, you get knives, you get hands, you get heads. I mean, you basically, you know, get the makings of, if you have enough head sculpts, your own like shield army. And I brought down, I think, 2, probably not 3, just 2, but still 2 shield army builder soldiers, so I could use those with head sculpts that I think I brought down for them to complete my shield army with these guys, and like just in general have like enough to like make kind of an army-ish display. So super amped. Okay, it's the last one. Sorry guys. Okay, all the accessories are unboxed. Let me put this back in here. Super stoked to have this. I can't believe there was at one point in my collecting days back in like 2017, maybe 2018 actually even, where I collected and kept every single empty Legends box. Dude, like, I don't know what I was doing. There's just no way to, like, completely fit. Oh, there's no way to add, like, keep that up at all, that behavior. Like, there was just no way I would ever be able to keep holding that collection like that. It's just like, especially at the rate I was collecting, I just can't keep up with that. Okay. Okay, let's look at Sharon first. Hair is a little bit weird. There's like a gap up top here. I don't know if that's just mine, so I don't love that. Articulations, wow. Pinless. Bicep swivels, double jointed elbows. Oh my god. I do not like the hair one bit, but let's look at the other head sculpt here. Yes, ball neck too. Neck joint. Other hair is kind of loose on her too. Did I just get like a crappy one, or is that just how it is? And I think she had this pistol with the silencer. Does that go? I think it goes in here like this, yeah. Yes, there's little heels. That's not that bad. Interesting look with like the open shoulders. Is that your first time messing with the new foot? Yes, it is. I've literally never, I can't believe there's double joints and these shoulder joints on a female figure. Like, it's blowing my mind. I can't believe it. I'm sure the sidewalk will blow my mind even more, but this is like next level for what I'm used to. This is amazing. Fantastic female figure. Moving on to the Nick Fury. The head sculpt is incredible. I think the body is just a retooled or maybe improved version of the Shield agent, the previous Shield agent, which I can bust out for comparison. But he looks fantastic. Where's that alternate head sculpt? Which I cannot wait to have this new 2-pack that comes out and use that head on this figure. Oh yeah, that's the Nick Fury I wanted to see. Like, classic. Because I have like the old version of this figure from that god-awful Civil War 2-pack. This blows it out of the water. I do really like the Nick Fury Jr. I don't know which one I'm going to use more. They both are fantastic head sculpts. Yeah, I mean, this is just exactly what I wanted out of these guys. This is incredible. Brian, you said the gray suit, Black Widow isn't even coming. It's on the same body. I really also want to get the black suit, Black Widow too, that I know is on that body. So I may do that too, but that's like a deluxe figure from what I understand. And then Dum Dum Dugan, same body, but just looks incredible. Interesting. Maybe these are the guns that are supposed to go in holsters. It's probably these guns. I'm using the extended mag light version. By the way. Yeah, that's just like Dum Dum Dugan's head sculpt looks fantastic. Love the hat, love everything about it. Just incredible job. Damn, these guys are so clean. My plan here is to do Dum Dum Dugan. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Maybe I'll be able to. Let's see. To do them, him and like Sharon Carter. Yes, in one thing together. Although this is gonna be really tough. I might be able to do it. And where's all her hands? Okay. And then his hands. He's thicker. What? Is he really, Brian? Are you sure? Oh, he is. Wait, is he? He totally is. Wait, what is he? I'm getting really lost now as I get into minute details, but he definitely, that's crazy. Wow. Great job, Hasbro, man. This is just, they're blowing this out of the water. Oh, interesting. 2 different trigger hands. And then that one's the same. Man, they just 10 out of 10. Killed it. Absolutely murdered it. Great job, Hasbro. This is an incredible 2-pack. Genuinely. Like, I am so shocked right now. Okay. Let's put one of these these guns in here. Can I fit one of these in here? Alright. Actually, let's put Sharon's guns in here too. Okay. The rest I will include Nick. And I'm just going to leave Nick solo because I already know I'm getting a new Nick Fury with that 2-pack that's going to come pretty soon. The Game Reverse 2-pack with the Punisher and the Nick Fury. So I'm just going to leave him alone in here because I'm probably going to put the other Nick Fury with him. And then there'll be 2 figures in this box. So check that out, baby. Absolutely gorgeous. Alright, we're nearing the end, guys. I'm going to skip Hulk. I'm going to skip the Maximum Hulk and the G.I. Joes. So there's 2 figures left. First, we're going to get into real quick. Totally out of left field, right? NECA, the monster. Frankenstein, baby. The reason that I have this guy is because that's why, right there. Ross, baby. FYI, Ross is having some ridiculous holiday sales right now. And so I've been trying to go when I can to see if, like, I've seen, like, Marvel Legends Hulkbuster there for extremely cheap, the Doctor Strange and Wong 2-pack, the Outriders 2-pack, just an amazing amount of 2-packs. And so, and NECA figures, obviously, so I've been going there on the regular to try to see if I can have any luck. And this was I've seen a lot of Black Series from the Acolyte, and I even saw a Hera Syndulla, which I was tempted to get, but I passed because I just don't have, like, anyone else from the Ghosts, like, crew, you know, the Rebels crew, or just in general, like, enough sequel characters down here. And so, yeah, I'm just, like, I don't think there was any point in picking her up, even though, like, if I was back home and had my full Star Wars collection, I probably would have picked up Hera, because, you know, I love Rebels, and I love that crew, and I do want to get her eventually. Brian, to answer your question about what figure did you say you got in earlier that you didn't like, I think you're talking about Maximum Hulk, and I'll show you, he's right here. I am probably going to end up selling him, because I broke him out for a second to pose him for an October shot, because I just had an idea for, like, Hulk, and I just did not like him. I did not like the way he posed. Genuinely just like, what the hell? Okay. Come on, baby. Okay, one. I'm gonna cut him. Sorry, hold on. You bastard. I'm sorry. Hold on. Roommates are really gonna kill me. Anyway, yeah, so Maximum Hulk is just, I mean, I messed around with him and he was absolute garbage. And just, like, for what you pay and what you get, it's just not worth it. And I mean, I got him on Amazon for sale for like $40, 40 something bucks. That's the whole reason I got him, and I thought he'd be way better. And I should have just done more research. He was absolute dog water, and so I will not be keeping that figure, I don't think. I think my 80th anniversary Hulk holds up just as well for right now. And then I know there's, like, tons of people who are doing third-party Hulks who are using, like, Mythic Legion's bodies or new bodies they're sculpting. They articulate way better, have decent size, really great sculpting, great colors, soft goods, and I'll just get one of those. I don't need one of the Maximum Hulk. But here we have the monster. I am a fan of the Universal horror monsters. So the Mummy, Dracula, Invisible Man, Creature of Black Lagoon, and Frankenstein and Miss Frankenstein are all on that list. Frankenstein being my favorite. You know, it's a big favorite of my cousins. It's a favorite of mine, and I think these NECA figures, just like their likeness to the characters, are just incredible. I've always had a fun, like, if you guys don't know and you haven't watched my collection video, I collect NECA horror figures. Specifically, the Michael Myers was pretty much always my favorite of the NECA horror figures, but I had Pennywise, Jason, Freddy, all like the classics, Annabelle, Ghostface, etc. And it was always on my list when they were announced and got the license that the Universal monsters, I wanted to collect every single one of them and do photos with. And I just basically stopped collecting before I got that opportunity. And so when I came back, these weren't necessarily on my radar because they weren't essential. But when I was at Ross and I saw it for a really cheap price, I was like, this is the one figure. I saw Dracula too, but I was just trying to like cut costs and decide that like which one was more important to me. And this one has always been something I've been really fond of and wanted. And so I just was like, I have to get this one if I'm gonna get one. And there was nothing else there that I wanted. And again, for this price, I didn't really want to pass it up. So I got him. Don't regret it one bit. Super excited to have him. Storing is going to be a pain since neck is 7 inches, and so they are not going to fit in my typical way that I store my figures, but I will figure that out. It is no big deal. I am just really stoked to have him. I think, you know, super simple for portrait shots. He looks fantastic. You know, I think I'm just super excited to have him and see what he can do. He's such a cool figure, you know. NECA does some great work on some of these guys, especially their horror properties. So super stoked to have him. And then there's one more figure left, and we'll be done with the unboxing. Yeah, I mean, he cannot at all fit in one of these things. He's humongous, so he's gonna have to go in the oversized bin, but that's okay. He'll be right next to my Beast Kingdom Jack Sparrow, who also doesn't. Okay, Brian. Okay. Who also doesn't fit in that bin. I mean, he just looks great though. Like I need to shoot him for sure. These chains are really cool too, so awesome. Okay. Oh wow, I didn't realize it came with 2 extra head sculpts. I didn't see the second one for some reason. These are great. Okay. The last thing on my list to unbox tonight with you guys. Hopefully I did not showcase too much of that, but this is the thing that I was probably anticipating the most and excited about the most. The Mezco Redhead. This was a stupid purchase on my part in terms of money, because I had literally just got this huge lot of legends that you see basically with me. I just got them, and then this pre-order went up, and I was like, you know what, this is something I was waiting on and really wanted. I just need to do it. I need to do it, and I did it, as you can tell here. So let's open them up. I mean, there's so many different accessories. Okay, let's just move this over here. Open this boy up first. Wow. I mean, he looks great. The jacket's like not the best quality jacket the Mezco's done, but I can always swap on the Logan jacket. But this is incredible. The sculpting is amazing. All of the holsters, the bodysuit. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to this setup here. I mean, just amazing. Alex did warn me that the pants, yeah, are a little bit tight, but you just have to work with them a little bit and like kind of stretch them. The same thing like with kind of just like the whole figure in general, like the jacket too. You just have to kind of work with it to get the range you want, and then it'll loosen and start doing it. So I'm just kind of working it now. But wow, it looks so damn good. It really doesn't do it justice on camera right now how good this guy looks. He looks incredible. Okay. Let's start getting into the accessories, huh? Let's start with the alternate head sculpt for Jason Todd here. The unmasked. I wish he came with an unmasked head, but this broken helmet looks incredible. Just swap that on real quick just to see it. Yeah, that is just so cool, dude. Oh, I can't wait to shoot this guy. So dope. So dope. This is too cool. Damn. Yeah, this guy looks amazing. Okay. So, alternate head sculpt. Then we got all of his different sets of hands. I'm gonna get the bag out because I typically always store Mezco's accessories in their bags with them. Although actually I think I've been using the bins now, so you know what, let's just use one of these. Should put these up over here. Okay. I don't even know if this one came with a bag. Just like at first, as far as I'm aware. That's crazy. Okay. Here we go. We got, I'm gonna go guns first here. Got 2 pistols. Okay. Drop the first one. Nice. Oh, come on. Okay. 2 mags and a shooting effect. Okay, so our first set here. So let me just put the cover back on. Mezco boxes I do keep because I never know when I'm gonna get purchase like regret from a Mezco. Most of the time I don't, but sometimes I'm strapped for money and they will sell much better for much more if they have the box with them versus completely loose. So I will almost always keep those boxes for right now still, even with my limited space. But it changes, not always. Okay. Where am I keeping my, oh, I remember. Alright, now we got hands here. Actually, let's slow down a little bit. So we have the guns. These look awesome. The slide does not move back. Oh, no, it does. Okay, good. I was going to say, low-key, kind of like Mezco shelling a little bit if the slide didn't move back. The slide moves back, and the mags, I know, come out because it comes with extra mags. I see the, like, spot for them. Yeah, there we go. Incredible. Incredible. Mezco doing what they do best. These pistols look great. Let's put them in his holsters. Oh, just so good. This guy is so clean. And I'm kind of happy this silenced a lot of the Mezco haters, you know, who were like really hoping this thing would fail, because, you know, it just looks great. Although I don't love the way that it's sitting in this. Oh no, that sits right. Okay, good. Never mind. Ignore me. Okay. Now we're onto the hands. Don't want to lose anything here. Great. Come on, you. This way. For the down there. Okay. For hands, we got his closed fisted hands that came on him. And then we got the trigger hands, the kind of like gripping hands, lots of different like gripping hands that are wider, or a little bit smaller, and then like some really thin gripping hands and more trigger hands. And then we got 2, although they don't look as good as they used to, which is kind of shocking, bullet effects. So there's like a bigger bullet effect for him shooting out the sniper rifle, and then there's the small pistol effects. Definitely don't look as good as Mezco used to make it, in my opinion, but still great. You know, I'm not hating in any way. I just think they look a little bit off of what they used to look like, which I can do a comparison if anyone's interested. If not, no worries, I won't do it. But I did just notice that. Oh, I think the bags are at the bottom. They're under the base. That's where they normally are. Yeah, I never keep Mezco bases, or I'm not that I don't keep them. I just never use them. I never display with them for whatever reason. Here's the bag. Love these things. But I will keep that in there since I'm using the container this time. I wonder if... No, I don't think they'll fit. Say something, but I think it'll work. Yeah, this Red Hood's great, Brian, from what I'm seeing so far. Here's his classic squiggly knife and the sniper. 2 crowbars, because how can you ever have enough crowbars? And then an extra mag for the sniper. Call here. Put this back on, put this back in, put this back on, put this back in. Okay, this is the cover and the instructions. Put this behind this guy. And we are going to put this on top. Sorry, I just like to sort everything out before I play, you know, open and use. So you're going to see me just put all this back in here right now so I can start getting to get familiar with the figure without stressing about that. And it did come with a little Mezco Pops. My second one to go with my Sparky that came with the first one. Which, that figure, by the way, guys, is incredible, in case you were wondering. Okay, sniper rifle. Doesn't come apart at all like other past versions. Good sculpt, good paint apps. Mag comes out, I think, obviously, yeah. And that's about it. Looks great. Obviously, it's got a port at the end for those effects. Show you one of them now, or I guess the main one now. This. It's a little bent, but you get the idea. So that's great. I want to get some of those, if anyone knows who makes them, those effects that are like bullets that are flying on like really thin streaks that people use to simulate like bullets flying. I've always seen them for a long time. I know some people have made them themselves, and I'm just curious if anyone knows anyone who's making them, because I would like those, and I don't think I know how to do them by myself. I think hot glue would probably be the way, or resin, but I don't know exactly how that works. So that squiggly knife here looks great. No notes there, and then the two crowbars look amazing, and that is Jason Todd, baby. Looks great. Good amount of accessories, not too much, definitely not too little. Has exactly what you would need from a Red Hood. Fantastic job, Mezco, fantastic job. Okay. Besides the 2 additional cops and the Maximum Hulk that I will be selling for sure, I've made up my mind, and possibly the Silver Samurai. That's it. That's the unboxing. So, why don't we do some reorganizing here? Hopefully you guys will be able to hear me across my room as I do this, but I'm going to move some stuff around and figure this out right now. Okay, great. So, let me get up here. You can see kind of my whole room here. So we're going to open up these and move them around. It's almost like playing like crisscross out like checkers, right? Or musical chairs, I guess. So this one is Star Wars. I don't think I picked up a single Star Wars figure, so we're just going to toss this to the side for right now. Unnecessary. Next we have Mezco. Okay, we specifically have Mezco DC on the right side, and then like miscellaneous and Mezco Marvel on the left. So I'm going to put there's the Logan and Wolverine on this side, so I'm going to take them out and put Red Hood over here, because he obviously makes more sense to go over here. And I'll probably save a spot for Nightwing here, so I'm going to take this guy out, put him here, empty one for whenever I get a Nightwing or Robin or whatever the Mezco DC figure I want. And we have the Mezco Marvel figures here, so I'm going to move this these G.I. Joe figures, rebuilders out of here, put these guys in, put another empty one in, because it looks like we're going to have this just be a whole Mezco area, which is fine. Sparky's in here too. There's this. Alright, another one down. Next, we have Legends. Okay, we have our 2 Legends bins. We have one that's like our street level heroes and one that's our Avengers and villains. Go with that. So, this is where we're going to do a lot of mixing up, because we have an empty bin here. Okay, so I want definitely, without a doubt, a full-on X-Men bin, and I will be completing it. So I'm going to take some of these Mezco or X-Men House. We got Gambit, Professor Xavier, and Magneto. I mean, why is this Alfred here? Correction. For some reason, Alfred is in the Marvel one, so I'm going to move him right now to the DC one here. Oh, there we go. I was like, where is this empty one I'm seeing? Okay. There we go. Fixed up. Going back here now. I think it's because the Superman and Catwoman and Batman from Mayfex are over here. Maybe we just need a DC bin. We'll ponder that, ladies and gentlemen. Continuing on. Okay, we have the Fantastic Four here. Most of them. We're missing a member, which is Ben. He's in his own area, so we're going to ignore that. The Avengers here. How am I going to do this? Okay, let me think. Okay, let's start here. Okay. Hydra, I think we'll go in here. Scrolls, I think we'll go in here. With the Avengers. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is debatable. You guys aren't seeing what's going on. I promise you I'm cooking. Let me cook. Daredevil will go over here. And then I think we'll do Luke and Iron Fist. Over here. Sorry. I'm cooking. Let me cook. Okay, that looks pretty good. I think that's all great for street level. This is Spider-Man. Do I have any Spider-Man figures? No. Great. You guys are safe for now. X-Men. X-Men. These are all Avengers. X-Men. Ah, I know Venom's oversized, he can't go, so it's like, Punisher. You are needed, my friend. Let's just do it like this. I think this will work well for now. As you can see, it's just like, it's literally just a hodgepodge of organizing, of like figuring out how I'm gonna do it in the best way possible. That's it. It's like, whoa. Where are shield agents that I brought over? Did I put them in the big bin? Hold on, guys. I think that's actually over here. As you can tell, this is quite crazy. Get out of here. Come on. Okay, so this is our big bin here where we keep my oversized figures right now. And figures I don't have room for in boxes for figures that I've purchased. Let's check out who's chilling here. We got Beast, Doc Ock, Kingpin, Thing, Jack Sparrow. Can confirm no shield agents in sight, which means there's someone else, which means I'm very confused. If you how would the shield agents be? So there's Doctor Doom, Ultron, and Red Hood. I could have sworn I brought shield agents. Did I not? Hydra, Skrulls. Maybe I didn't. I could have sworn I brought shield agents. Ninjas, prisoners. Oh. I might have only brought one shield agent, maybe? I have one in this pack. Maybe I only brought one shield agent. Okay, well. Whatever. It's fine. I'll put the others here. No worries. This is gonna get tricky. I think we will have to move some of these around. I think this prisoner shield agent is gonna have to move back to where it was. That's fine. And then Iron Man. And Iron Man's maybe fit the same thing together. Oh, they're pretty tall. Let's see. I gotta head to bed up. This was fun, bro. Thanks, Brian. I'm really happy you tuned in. Hoping that I'll be able to do it on Instagram more soon, because I know that I just have a better viewing base there. But we'll see. Gotta get to obviously 1K first, but hopefully I get there. Thank you so much for tuning in, man. Glad to not have to talk to myself while I did that unboxing. That was really fun. So had a great time. You know what, I'm just gonna keep them separate. Iron Man. Let's put these two over here. Let's make this order actually. This might work. It's gonna be tight, but it might work. Iron Man. Top cap. Yeah, work for now. Ooh, that hurt. Damn it. Maybe I'll do Fantastic Four and X-Men in the same thing. It's like, why do they need to be separate? They don't. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think that will help a lot in terms of spacing here. The Avengers villains can stay here. Skrulls are for villains. Shield guys can go here. Shield have cover first. Avengers villains with them over here. There we go. Okay, I like that. Good system. I think I have a good system now because I'm gonna do X-Men and Company here. And then what I think I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do DC and G.I. Joes, because why would those go together? They don't go together. But I think in terms of like what I have down here with me, it'll make sense for them to go together, if that makes sense, which it probably doesn't. By the way, just explained it, but I promise you. Okay, so we're gonna do DC on this side. We're gonna do Joe's and these guys over here. He's gone actually. Probably gonna make this a bit more. Right here, that's fine. How much room do I actually have now? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15, 16, 16-ish open spots, and that's it. Jesus. It's getting tight. It is getting tight. Okay, time to put these all away. So let's go. We'll find out. Alright. It's always a problem too figuring out who's going to be like at the bottom of this pile and who will be above it. Because it's like, how the hell am I going to put someone like above another one? Because like, what if I just feel like I need to shoot Star Wars one day and then it's at the bottom of the barrel? You know what I mean? It's kind of frustrating and difficult to figure that out. Sorry, I'm putting all these oversized ones in here. Bushwhackers are going to go in here because I don't really care about them that much. I would say a bushwhacker, but it's true. Okay, this will go back when I'm done. Let's put these away first. I think this DC and G.I. Joe one's going to go at the bottom. Because I will just, can already tell you very rarely use them. Okay. Next we will do Star Wars, because I just don't see myself shooting Star Wars at any point soon. No. Yeah. Let's do Star Wars. I have good order on mine. Then I'm going to do the X-Men one, even though I love the X-Men. Then I'm going to do the Mezco one. No. Yeah. No. Next, I'm going to do the Avengers one. Then I'm going to do the Spidey and Street Heroes one. There's no way I could fit one more, right? That'd be crazy. Oh, now you're just showing off, baby. Wow. That's ridiculous. I cannot believe I fit all that in there. That's nuts. So for those of you who don't know, I'll show you. I can't show you. I wish I could. If you want to see it, go to my Instagram. But I basically just fit all 6 of those bins up in my storage. Up in my closet. All 6. Stacked vertically. I did not think that was possible. I'm going to put this away right now, and then I'm going to come back to you guys. This is going to be a pain, but we'll see. Let's just move this out of the way first, actually. I hate this thing. Genuinely, this thing. Why is this thing? Ladies and gentlemen, we have finished for the evening our unboxing. I'd like to thank you all so much for being here. It's basically just been Michael and Brian, but for those who might watch back on YouTube, if I choose to keep this up, which I may not, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm super happy to be back. a lot of fun unboxing that. I really needed to happen. I had quite the clutter in my room, so I was super happy about that. And yeah, expect some videos on YouTube, expect a lot more content on Instagram. I'm going to be creating this new product of prop packs that I will be selling, so stay on the lookout for that. I will be selling those hopefully in the near future. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, I'm Groundwalker. Peace.